Hi, this is Barry Schwartz from Rusty Brick. I wanted to give you a quick demo on the Siddur for the iPhone. Here's a page. You can get more information about it at rustybrick.com/iPhone/Siddur, or just go to rustybrick.com/iPhone and there'll be a link to it from there. I'm going to go ahead and launch the Siddur on my iPhone over here by clicking on the little Siddur icon. And what you see is up comes the Siddur. It defaults to my Nusach, which is Ashkenaz. And you can see that here are all the sections of Tfilos. We have Shacharis, and today is actually Rosh Chodesh, so it shows you things, shows you only specific things that are for Rosh Chodesh. So I see Halal in here, which I wouldn't see normally during a normal day, weekday. It also has Torah reading, again because it's Rosh Chodesh. If I click on Torah reading, it will then load the specific Torah reading for that day. So I'm going to scroll through. And you'll see it has Rosh Chodesh Torah reading. Also, it does that for, obviously Musaf, and if you go to Aleinu, it's going to go ahead and load, and it will show you the Shir for the day. Today is Tuesday, and Yom HaShlishi. It also shows you Baruch Hinashi because it's Rosh Chodesh. So that's part of the smart features of the Siddur. In addition, it also has something called Zmanim, which shows you the current times, the Zmanim for the current location or for the other location. So my current location. If I click on any cell, it tells you a little information about that Zmanim. And at the bottom, if you want to know more, it shows you what it's using, the longitude, latitude, and also it often uses elevation. I'm indoors now, so it's not using my elevation. It has a lot of Zmanim in here. You can obviously go ahead and change the location. Let's say you want to change it to Jerusalem. Now it's Zmanim for Jerusalem. I could change the date forward or backwards one day by the left and right arrows, or I can click on the actual date and it actually show me a slider, so I go a future several years or whatever, or back several years. It's up to you. In addition, I can add new locations by clicking on that little icon over there, and I can keep on adding and resorting the locations as I see fit. So that's the Zmanim. I'm going to go ahead and change my location back to my current location, which uses the GPS. It also looks for Minyanim in your area by clicking on the Minyanim tab. Right now it's looking for Minyanim in my current location, and it shows me in my office building is where I am right now is a Mincha Minyan and a Maariv Minyan, and it tells me the location, etc., etc. I can actually click on the address. It'll take me to Google Maps. If there's a phone number, I click on the phone number, etc., etc. I have an email address. If it had that information, it's all clickable. And I can also obviously change locations if I feel like it. I can add locations as well. And this minion data is actually sourced from davening.com. So if you want that information, you go ahead and get it from davening.com. If you have an iPhone, it will be on here locally. None of this information actually requires internet. It all runs locally. Also, it has a Luach. Shows you the information by secular day. Today, again, is Rosh Chodesh. And I can flip dates if I want to see things. I go to the Hebrew date, or I can see upcoming events. Click on upcoming, I can see, obviously, Tanis Esther is coming up. I can see that information, what it is. It says March 9th. I click on Purim, March 10th, etc., etc., which is nice. We have some other cool features in here, like Mishaberachs. You click on Mishaberachs, and it loads my list or public list. I can add names to my list using the Hebrew keyboard that we came out with first. Just plug in this information. It'll be added to your list. I can delete names if I want to as well. And there's also a public list, which is pretty much if you want to make your names public, you can make it public, and it will share it with the whole community of iPhone users. This data can be then syndicated directly into the davening. So for example, if I go into Mincha, and I scroll down to the area I put it, it will show you my names over here. Plus it will show you, I said 5 other names that I want to show up here randomly. So I can pray for 5 other people within this community. That's one of the social features, etc. I like that. It's one of those cool social features. In addition, it has Luach events, so if you want to go ahead and add your own events to the Luach, to the calendar, you can do that. You just quickly click add. Type in the secular date or Hebrew date, the name, and the type of event, and you're good. In addition, it will actually also pull up a map. takes a little few minutes to load. And once it loads, it actually shows you who's using the actual Siddur at this current time. So it says 66 people are using it right now. And the map is loading. Give it a few more seconds and it should be totally loaded. And here's the map. You can actually scroll through the map and see who's there. You can zoom in by using the zoom feature. And it loads basically a Google map. It shows you a lot of people concentrated up in over here. If I scroll over to Israel, it'll show me people in Israel. It's pretty neat. Plus there's a whole help documentation which has a lot of details on how to actually use the Siddur and so forth. There's also a lot of settings. To get to the settings, you go back to your home. Click on home, click on settings. And scroll down to where it says Siddur. Click on it, and then you have tons and tons of customizable settings, which is very advanced features for the Siddur. So that's the Siddur. You can get more information about it at rustybrick.com/iPhone or rustybrick.com/iPhone/Siddur. It's a fully interactive and useful Siddur. Hope you guys like it. It's only $10 right now in the iTunes store, and we put a lot of effort into it. Please do comment and let us know. Thank you. My name again is Barry Schwartz from Rusty Brick.